All right, so you're getting, I need to think about it, objection on every single sales call. And the problem with YouTube and sales training on the internet right now is it's a lot of people telling you, believe in your product more, have more conviction, have more certainty, and you're still getting those objections because that shit just doesn't really work at the end of the day. You can't ultimately just convince someone to buy your product by pure belief. It helps, but there is actually a framework that needs to get followed. And that's what I'm going to go through today. Like I've closed over $2 million worth of deals now in the last couple of years for Charlie Morgan and now myself. And this is the exact framework that I use. Now, a lot of YouTubers, and I think it's great what they do, they give you like call reviews and they give you snippets and all this sort of stuff. But in the end of the day, it's like not really the tangible steps and scripts that you can replicate on every call. So every call is slightly different and you're just getting kind of stumped at the end of the call and it's fucking you, right? You're struggling and you go back to the internet, you try a different strategy and you have no consistency. In sales, consistency is everything. So again, what we're going to walk through right now is literally the 6 steps and the questions that you need to ask to handle any fear-based objection. Okay? So as always, guys, I hope you enjoy this one and let's just dive into it. So as you can see, I'm just going to be doing the Miro board again today. Okay, so for example, you're going to get an objection. Let's just say the objection is, it's not a good time. I just feel a little bit uncomfortable making this decision right now. What we're always looking for with objections, right, is like these sort of like key words that they use. Like what's the word that they've used that has like a negative connotation that is probably surrounding some type of fear? Now in this question, or sorry, in this answer, it's uncomfortable. Okay, so that's really what we need to kind of latch onto. This person says, I feel uncomfortable making a decision. So the very first thing that you need to do is you need to clarify what that means. We need to probe, we need to dig deeper. So what are you kind of feeling uncomfortable about right now? Just so I can understand. Tonality here is very calm and curious. Okay, that's what we want, not to challenge them at this point. It's like you know, just like what are you kind of feeling uncomfortable like at this point? And they're gonna say, oh, you know, it's just like making a decision on the call. Like I feel a little bit uncomfortable. I've never kind of made a decision like this, whatever, right? So then we want to kind of like call out that label. Okay, so oh, gotcha, man. So like, are you just kind of feeling a little uneasy, a little uncomfortable about what happens if you kind of make this decision now? Like what happens next? They're going to say, yes, exactly. So now we've got the objection, we've clarified it, we've labeled it, and we're kind of like on the same page with them now. We want to be quite empathetic at this point as well. Okay, so we want to show that empathy through this part. So now we've labeled them. Like we're all on the same page, the objection that we're about to handle, and now we can come into a reframe. So a really easy one is just putting them in the perspective of a successful person versus who they are right now. It's a very simple reframe. So for this specific example, someone's like, I just feel a little bit uncomfortable, right? It's like, no, I appreciate that, ma'am. Okay, but like when I ask you this, like let's just think about all successful people. Like Alex Hormozi, for example. Like, do you feel like those people, when they get this feeling or like there's something they want to do and they feel a little bit uncomfortable and it's a little bit hard, do you feel like those people kind of like shy away from that decision? Or do you feel like they kind of go towards that decision? So now we're reframing the perspective that being uncomfortable is a good thing. So that's like the first part of that. And you could take it a step further. It's like, I guess, would it be sort of fair to say that maybe, you know, everything worth doing in life is a little bit uncomfortable? Get more buy-in here. Okay, so we want to bring the tone down and get a little bit more stern with them here, right? You know, just a tiny bit. I would actually, maybe I wouldn't put that just there yet, but just bring that tone down. Just reframe that kind of analogy, right? And then we want to ask a binary question. Okay, so they're going to agree with our reframe. From here, we basically want to go, okay, no, I appreciate that, man, that you kind of understand that. So I guess like for you, Do you want to be the kind of person like all these successful people who reaches their goals and kind of pushes in to that uncomfortable feeling or does things when it feels a little bit uncomfortable? Or do you want to kind of be that person who lets that feeling overwhelm them and kind of stay stuck where they are? They're going to say, I want to be that person. Okay, so it's really like it's you now versus you once you have the outcome. Like, who do you want to be? Okay, that's the question. And now we kind of actually can take this a little bit of a step further, but we will in the last part of this sequence, in the last question, because we just need them to start making decisions like this person. Okay, basically for everyone that you're going to be speaking to. So we ask them that binary question, who do you want to be? And then we hit them with consequence. So it's like, what does it kind of like look like, man, if you actually like let this feeling stop you and you stay stuck for another 6, 12, 24 months? Right? What, like, bring them back to the consequence of their actions, because that's what's going to happen. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Okay? And then from here, we ask like the identity question. So it's like, I guess, man, for you, like, do you want to start becoming the person, the successful person that you already know you need to be? It's like, yeah, I do want to start being that person. It's like, okay, so like now this is where tone is a little bit more serious. Okay, so when does that start? Does it start when you get there, or does it start now when you make the first decision to become the person you want to be? It starts now, right? And that is really it. You can apply this to so many different scenarios. And I just wanted to keep it so simple today, guys. Clarify, label, reframe, binary question, consequence, and identity question. That's it. And you can apply this to anything, like really any objection. And like, this isn't the longest video ever. This isn't like whatever, but this is like all you need to do. And if you just do this consistently with any objection that they throw at you, you're going to be able to overcome and close more deals. And it's not about like showing testimonials and screaming at your computer and all that sort of stuff. It's just about like actually identifying where the thing is coming from. Because objections, they aren't something that you should be afraid of. Objections are the prospect telling you what's stopping them from buying. Objections are your best friend, because if you can overcome those objections, you're going to get the deal done, right? So just like that, that's how you actually overcome objections. So guys, if you like this video, I know it's super simple and I'm keeping it short today, but it's super powerful, this stuff. If you like what I've just showed you and you want more high-level sales training, you can come and work with me one-on-one. There's going to be a link in the bio. If you're newer to your journey and you're kind of like just trying to test out the waters, I do have like an early entry to my low ticket program. It's 99 bucks a month. Okay. So if you're not quite ready for advanced training and you want that, shoot me a message on Instagram and I'll give you early access. We're going to be launching that one relatively soon with some really cool features and some AI stuff associated with that in terms of like a training bot. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, just let me know. Otherwise, you can book a call for one-on-one coaching in the bio. But honestly, guys, like, it's no bullshit. It's no fucking around today. This is what you need to do. And you just need to do it consistently and just ask the questions. So yeah, as always, guys, hope you enjoy this one and I'll see you on the next one.